Welcome back to our live show. For our next topic, is it really necessary for heroes to dress sexily? Let's ask our very special studio guests what they think. She's the rookie hero who debuted just this year. It's Mount Lady. And she's a pro who's currently teaching at UA High School, the incomparable Midnight. Thank you so much for joining us. Please have a seat. Let's start with you, Midnight. When you first debuted, your revealing outfit caused quite a stir. In fact, it eventually led to the regulations for exposed skin and costumes bill being taken before the legislature. You're a hero whose sexiness changed the very laws of the country.
Her costume's still pretty racy.
Now I rely on ultra-thin fabrics. Because of the nature of some people's quirks, clothing can restrict their abilities. Sexiness isn't just an aesthetic. It's sometimes needed so we can do our jobs well. Besides, what's more attractive than a hero who can get the job done quickly?
I think you just like the attention.
What's with you, lady? Are you trying to start a fight?
Of course not. I look up to you. I think you're amazing. For someone of your age.
You can act like the blushing ingenue all you want, but you're not that young yourself, you know.
All I'm saying is if the older pros try too hard, then the rest of us have to go even further!
Thank you!
虚実を切り裂いて頂点を追いね飛び立ったとこしへ後悔も嫌もなく必然なるべくしてなる未来だそれゆえ赤け蜃気楼涙の川をこぎ出して育成層さよなら行かざるを得ない何を失ったとて忘れない悔しさも屈辱も胸に飾って虚実を切り裂いて想定を追いね飛び立ったとこしへ後悔も嫌もなく必然断ち切るには眩しすぎた未来へ赤け
All right, that's it for class today. There's only 1 week left before your final exams begin. I'm sure you're all studying constantly, right? Don't forget to keep training. The written exam is only one element. There's also the practical portion to worry about. Good luck.
I barely even taken notes this semester! With the sports festival and internship, I didn't have time to read the textbook!
It's true that we haven't had very much free time lately.
We barely learned anything when we took our midterms, so they didn't seem all that hard, but I'm kind of worried about these. We've been through a lot, and they probably won't pull any punches when it comes to testing us.
If someone ranked in the top 10, I'm not that concerned.
What? You were ninth in the midterms?
Oh man, and here I thought you were one of us!
Don't you know weirdo little creeps like you are only likable if they're kind of stupid? Who's going to love you now?
Everyone, trust me.
Ashido, Kaminari, we've still got time to study. That way we'll all get to go to the training camp together, right?
Yes. As class rep, I have high hopes that we'll make UA proud.
It's pretty hard to fail if you just pay attention in class, isn't it?
Oh, you gotta cut me down like that.
Hey, don't worry about it, you two. I can catch you up to speed on the important topics if you want.
You're the best, Yaomomo!
I'm afraid I won't be any help when it comes to the practical, though.
I've been studying, but could you help me out too? I'm having some trouble understanding quadratic functions.
Really?
Tutor me, please! Classical Japanese is killing me! Is there room for one more? I'm afraid I'm falling behind a little.
Pretty please!
This is wonderful! Yes, let's do it!
All right!
Okay, then, we can hold a study session at my residence over the weekend. Seriously? I can't wait to see your fancy digs! Oh, I must call Mother and have her prepare the Great Hall for us to set up. It'll be the perfect spot.
Great Hall?
What kind of tea does everyone like? I'll have her make sure we're stocked.
That's overkill.
In my family, we always drink Harrods or Wedgwood, so if you have any other preference, let me know. When we're finished, you'll all be model students. I'll make it my personal duty to push you forward.
Is she humble bragging, or does she not even realize what she's saying?
She's so excited and bouncy that I don't even care.
About that tea? I'm not so sure about the hairy one.
No, it's from Harrods.
Sounds like I should be studying with her.
You think I don't know enough? Maybe I should beat the lessons into your skull.
I'm counting on it.
Everyone's panicking right now, but it won't do them any good to cram this late in the game.
Shouldn't you be more concerned? You didn't do very well in the midterms.
Are you talking about moi? I did just fine, thank you.
I'm kind of scared about the practical. I have no idea what it's gonna be.
Hard to believe they'd give us anything too crazy.
The written exam questions will all be stuff from class, so I should at least be able to do those.
Do you really think it's going to be that simple?
It's driving me nuts. I just want to know what they'll have us doing.
It's a comprehensive test of everything we learned this year.
Yep, and that's about all we can get, Mr. Aizawa to tell us.
Okay, so then it'll cover combat training and rescue training? Oh, and basic training.
We can't just study. We have to stay in great physical shape.
Oh, sorry. Your head's so big that it's hard to miss.
You're from Class 1B. Monoma, right? That really hurt.
I heard you guys stumbled across the hero killer. Just like in the sports festival, Class 1A isn't happy unless they're the center of attention. But you do realize you're not in the spotlight because people think you're good heroes, right? It's just that you keep getting into so much trouble. Here's food for thought. Someday the rest of us might get caught up in your mess, and then we'll all become unwitting victims as well. What kind of horrible villains will you bring down upon us? What demon—
That's not funny, Monoma. You heard what happened to Ida. Chill out.
Kendo.
I apologize for him. I'm pretty sure there's a hole where his heart should be.
I think he's out.
So I was listening. I know you're all worried about what's going to be on the big final practical. I heard it's going to be combat against robots, like the entrance exam.
What? Really? How do you know that?
One of my friends who's a few grades up filled me in. I know. Cheating, but oh well.
No, I don't think so. I'm sure gathering information ahead of time is also part of the test. I definitely should have found an upperclassman test. Why didn't I think about that before?
What kind of idiot are you, Kendo? You just gave away our whole strategic advantage. This was our chance to finally pull ahead of that class full of idiots.
They're not the idiots.
She's like that class's big sister, huh?
All right! This'll be super easy if it's just robots.
Such awesome news!
Why do you sound so happy? You both have a hard time controlling your quirks.
Yeah, but I can let loose with robots.
And melting them will be a cinch for me!
Now you just need Yao Yorozu to help you study and you'll be all set for finals.
We'll definitely be able to go to the training camp now!
As its holder, you may one day have to fight against this great evil yourself.
In order to be prepared for that, I have to make everything count from now on. It shouldn't matter if it's robots or actual people. Why are you morons so excited?
Hey, who are you calling a moron?
Shut up! You need to learn how to control your quirk! You got it? Hey, Deku! I don't know what's going on with your power, but I saw the way you're using it now, and I want you to know. It's seriously pissing me off.
Uh-oh. He must mean how Deku was flying around like him the other day. Oh, yeah, totally.
I won't have another half-assed win like the festival. We'll be getting individual scores in the upcoming finals. New rankings. So we'll all know exactly where we're standing. I'll show you how much better I am. And Todoroki, I'll kill you too.
It's been a while since I've seen him that worked up.
Think it's impatience or hatred?
Bakugo. You're getting worse than I thought.
Wow. I knew her family had cash, but I didn't know she was this rich.
I've been waiting for
I could not feel any more out of place right now.
Yeah, me too.
Is something wrong?
No, everything's perfect!
Put your pencils down. The last person in each row, bring the answer sheets to me.
Thanks so much for all your help!
I didn't leave anything blank at least!
Just like that, our 3 days of written exams were over. Now, it was time for the practical.
Now then, let's begin the last test. Remember, it's possible to fail this final. If you want to go to camp, then don't make any stupid mistakes.
Why are all the teachers here?
I expect many of you have gathered information and believe you have some idea of what you'll be faced with today.
We're fighting those big old metal robots!
Fireworks! S'mores! Here we come!
Actually, this year's tests will be completely different for various reasons.
Principal Nezu!
You're changing things?
The tests now have a new focus. There will be hero work, of course, but also teamwork and combat between actual people. So what does that mean for you? You students will be working together in pairs, and your opponents will be one of our esteemed UA teachers. Isn't that fabulous?
We're fighting the teachers?
Additionally, your partners and your opponents have already been chosen. They were determined at my discretion based on various factors, including fighting style, grades, and interpersonal relationships. First, Yaoyorozu and Todoroki are a team. Against me. Then we have Midoriya paired with Bakugo. And their opponent is...
I am here to fight!
We're up against All Might!
You're going to have to work together, boys, if you want to win.
With the connection between the hero killer Stain and the League of Villains, it's possible criminals everywhere will become much bolder.
It'd be best if we could start preparing for that before it happens. As a school, we should be taking every precaution. If fights against villains are going to continue to intensify in the future, then having the kids train against robots ain't practical. Originally, we used them to avoid complaints about people getting injured in the entrance exams, but they're just not challenging enough.
We can ignore the complaints. Let people say whatever they want.
This sounds like it could be problematic.
I understand why you want to change the exam, but having students fight us, even if they're in teams of 2, is that a good idea?
Yeah, I think it's a bit unfair.
If we win too easily, we won't be able to give them actual grades, yo.
Of course, we could take that into consideration and give the students an advantage.
Principal, what are you thinking?
I believe I agree. We need to change the practical exam to reflect the current times. How do we ensure the students aren't put in life-threatening situations? The answer is simple. We must push them. We make sure that they're as strong as possible.
That makes sense.
I agree.
Right. Then let's talk about the teams. First, Todoroki. He's doing quite well, generally speaking, but relies too much on brute force. And Yaoyorozu is an all-arounder, but lacks the ability to make spur-of-the-moment decisions and apply them. Therefore, I'll erase their quirks and take advantage of their weaknesses.
Sounds good!
Next, for Midoriya and Bakugo. I'm leaving them to you, All Might. In this case, I didn't pair the two of them up based on ability or classwork. I went with relationships. I know you've got a soft spot for Midoriya. Please ensure that they learn something.
You're paying close attention, huh, Aizawa?
And now, let's announce the teams and the teachers they'll be fighting in order.
To complete the exam, you'll have 30 minutes. In order to win, your objective is to put these handcuffs on your teacher. Or you can win if one of you manages to escape from the combat stage.
So we've either got to capture the teacher or run away. It's basically like the combat training.
Yeah, but is it really okay to just jet?
Yep.
It's gonna be much different than that combat training y'all went through earlier. After all, you're up against people way better than you!
Better? Really? Wait, aren't you just the announcer?
Hey! Watch your mouth, girl! Have some respect!
This time, your exam will be very similar to a real battle. As strange as it is, please think of us as villains.
Assuming you come across your enemy. If you think you can win against them, then fight. However,
in instances where you're outmatched, it would be smarter to run away and find help. Todoroki, Ida, Midoriya, I'm sure the three of you understand.
Idiots! The hero killer is only after me and that kid in the white armor! Stop fighting back! Just get out of here!
I won't make that mistake again. I will pass this test and prove that I'm a hero.
So we fight to win, or run to win?
That's right! It's a test of your decision-making skills. But with these rules, you're probably thinking your only real choice is to flee. That's why the support course made these super clever accessories for us!
Behold! Ultra-compressed weights!
These babies will add about half our body weight to our physiques. It's not much, but they will eat up our stamina and make it harder for us to move around. Oh, shoot! These are heavier than I thought. We had a contest to come up with these designs, and young Hatsume ended up winning it!
Wow, good for Hatsume! You think we need a handicap to win against you? Well, think again.
This'll be fun.
Let's begin. The teams will take the practical exam in the order you were called. We have a stage prepared for you. Sato, Kirishima, you're up.
Yes, sir!
Those waiting their turn to fight can either watch the exams or try to strategize together as a team. It's your choice. That's all.
Ojiro, I'd like to discuss how we might be able to coordinate the use of our quirks.
Great.
Tokoyami, let's go come up with a plan.
Agreed.
We've got to figure out a way to destroy Miss Midnight's costume!
You are such a little scumbag.
Well, looks like I have my work cut out for me today. Oh, Deku, you're watching too? Hi.
Yeah, it's not like we get many chances to watch students in combat with teachers, right? And besides, I don't think Kachan really wants to talk strategy with me.
I can see that. And, my partner is a little preoccupied with himself.
You don't say.
That's why I thought I'd try and get inspiration from everyone else's battles.
Smart. I have to pass this test, no matter what it takes.
Team Sato and Kirishima. Practical exam. Ready? Go!
So what do you think? We'll definitely get a higher score for capturing instead of running. You agree?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mr. Cementos can't move around very fast. Let's break through from the front and shoot for a high score!
Oh, yeah! Riki no Sato! His quirk, Sugar Rush! For every 10 grams of sugar, he's 5 times as strong for 3 minutes! However, the more sugar he uses for power, the more his cognitive functions suffer!
So you've decided on a direct frontal assault.
This is it, Sato!
Let's go!
Not so fast, kids.
Come on, you guys, you've totally got him!
They're not gonna win it like this.
Huh?
Their quirks are amazing, but there's a limit to how long they can use them. They won't last forever. I don't think Mr. Cementos has that kind of limit, though. The more time that passes by, the more of a disadvantage they're at.
That's not good.
It's no coincidence they were matched up. Mr. Aizawa's pitting students against teachers they'll have a hard time against. To pass, we'll have to recognize our weaknesses and overcome them.
Exactly right. So before it's time for your own final, you should think carefully about your compatibility with the teacher you're fighting.
I knew it.
Man, this is never ending! No matter how many walls we break, he keeps making more of them!
I'm tired. So sleepy.
Now's not the time!
Slow down.
I'm running out of steam.
You're both weak when it comes to long-term battles. Listen well. When your life is on the line, you need to know exactly how far you can push your powers.
Sato and Kirishima have been knocked out. Exam over.
Seriously? That fast?
Kirishima went down? It's only the first match and I'm already needed.
No way. It was that one-sided?
Your quirks were too ineffective against his. Crap. Looks like this exam is going to be a lot harder than I thought it would be. On top of that, we're up against the #1 hero.
I see. They're starting us in the middle of the stage.
In order to escape, we have to pass through the designated gate, right? Which means the teacher's probably there waiting for us.
Team Asui and Tokoyami. Practical exam. Ready? Go!
Maybe you didn't understand, but we teachers are trying to crush you with everything we've got. No holding back. Steel your nerves and show me your resolve.
Asui and Tokoyami are up against Ectoplasm, and Todoroki and Yaoyorozu have to fight against Mr. Aizawa?
This match is going to end up being très tragique. Now hurry up so I can finally take the stage.
Aoyama, there's still Ida and Ojiro's exam.
Like that'll last more than a minute.
Why are you sparkling?
Next time, Yaoyorozu Rising. I'm going to say something shocking in the last scene, so don't miss it.
Go beyond!
Plus Ultra!